So I want to start with something. Finally. Holy cow, finally. 7 years? Were you guys building this up on purpose? Like, there has to be a documentary maybe, because 7 years. Finally, but we made it.
You and me, we've been fast asleep, walking back and forth in the in-between. No escaping, these days are fading. Let's lose the weight of this gravity.
Baby, today's the day that I've been looking forward to since I saw you for the first time. It's funny, but when I was little and I thought of getting married, I prayed for someone tall and handsome who would love me with all my flaws. You've been my backbone and partner. Thank you for today and the past few years, and for agreeing to grow old with me, to accept me and my crankiness, my fits and flaws. I can't wait to do dirty things with you and brag about you. I pray for you and our marriage. I'll see you at the altar. I'll be the one in white. Your wife, Paula.
Yeah, it's frightening, but perfect timing is how you live without knowing why.
Bebe, who would have guessed after first meeting you at work that we would make it this far? From our first movie to this moment, I know there were times when we thought we wouldn't make it, but here we are. One thing that I've learned in the past year is that we can handle anything. You and Bug have made so many positive changes in my life. You have made me a better man, and I love you so much. And I can't wait to see where our next chapter takes us. I'm so fortunate to get to do this together. I love you with all my heart, Bam Bam.
We touch the sky.
Hola, mi amor hermoso.
Holy cow, dude.
Estás de linda.
You look really good.
¿Estás?
Holy cow, man. You look so good.
Could we touch the sky? With your starry eyes.
You look so fucking beautiful.
Hey,
You really do. Thank you.
Hi.
You look so fucking beautiful. I'm so ready for this. You really do. You look like an angel. We made it.
We made it.
Ooh.
What you think?
Look like a princess, honey.
Could we touch the sky?
Friends, we've come together today to join Maria Paula Rodriguez and Nathan Elgin Allen in marriage. If anybody believes they know of a reason why these two should not be wed, just button it. You know what? We've had 6 years and we're going to get this deal done today, okay?
Nate, I love you. You came into my life when I least expected you, and it was when I most needed you. You have an incredible way of loving me. You are my best friend. In the past 7 years, we have had our shares of up and downs and trials that almost broke us, but we have remained. You have taught me to be patient. You have taught me to love onions, and that there's nothing better than a home-cooked meal. You have taught me how to believe in myself, and at times to be realistic. As your wife, I vow to remain optimistic and endless back scratches, to be your partner for better and worse, to stand by you and always support you, continue to keep you on your toes with random Colombian sayings that make absolutely no sense, to encourage you and always root for us to love you and be faithful and remain kind, to stand by your side for whatever God has in store for us.
Paula, you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I'm in love with your smile. I'm in love with your heart and your strength. You're ambitious, you're kind, and you're generous. You've always been there for me. Even though when sometimes it seems like I just want to yell, you're always the one that's there that keeps me grounded. I promise to keep cooking for you. Promise to remind you to put the sunscreen on your feet in the summertime. And I promise to keep us a loving home, and a safe home. I can't wait to see what these next few chapters in our life are. I'm just so glad that we get to approach them together. I love you with all my heart, and I take you to be my wife.
By the powers vested in me by the Universal Life Church and the state of Oklahoma, we now pronounce you man and wife. Nathan, you may kiss your bride. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Mrs. Nathan and Paula Allen.
The first time I met Paula, I honestly, genuinely knew that Nate was going to marry her. The happiness that she brought to him was obvious, and it was contagious, really. So, Nate and Paula, I hope you guys are as happy for the rest of your lives as you are in this moment right now.
Paula and I just grew close because I met her at like one of the worst times in my life. She literally brought me in to stay into her home. She didn't even barely know me. And I just remember thinking to myself, this guy, phenomenal. I was like, he came into like her life, their life. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I was like, Paula, that's love. That's love. I just knew from then, I was like, there's no way that they're not gonna end up married one day. Lord only knows we had to wait 7 years, but it's fine. I love you both. And I wish you nothing but the most happiest marriage that anyone could possibly deserve.
One of the most exciting things for me is just to have witnessed them from the start, and every single obstacle that came along the way, you guys crushed it. And that is something that is unique. It is something that doesn't exist anymore. People give up, people walk away, people don't try, people just don't keep trying. And you two have that. I was just sitting there watching it thinking, this isn't real, right? Oh, this is real. And it was like watching a modern love story. This is the part where the guy actually gets to marry the girl.
Nate, you won the lottery, man. Truly, truly, you won the lottery. Paula's the best of us. Like, without a doubt, Paula's the best of us. The heart on my sister is like nothing I've ever met. It's just one of the most selfless people by far that I've ever met in this life. You're really lucky, but I know that you're gonna take care of her. Because ever since I met Nate, it's been crazy. 7 years, 7 years of knowing Nate. My mom made a comment yesterday and she said something like, wow, you finally got your brother-in-law, Nate. And me and Nate look at each other, we're like, dude, we've been brothers for like 7 years, you know? And it's just hilarious because today, Nate's glowing. Like, Nate's glowing. I've never seen Nate glow like this. Like, I was expecting it more from Paula, but Nate's been glowing all night. You've been my brother for a while, and I'm really happy for you guys. To the rest of your lives.